Part 1. Fragments of a broken home addiction took our mother slowly, a cruel lullaby that rocked her through the haze and sang her to sleep, sinking her deep into the mattress on her bed. In those moments when her back teeth fell out, she left the pieces on the side of the bathtub. I was only 7, but I kept them in a matchbox, a small container preserving the missing fragments of her, a futile attempt to ensure she wouldn't be lost forever. Perhaps, I hoped, we could put her back together someday. Our house crumbled around us, a dilapidated refuge we tried to raise ourselves in. Ceilings bore water damage, bottom stairs succumbed to dry rot, and in the unforgiving winters, the radiators bled rust. Despite its flaws, it was still our house, and Annie, my sister, worked tirelessly to make it a home. Part 2. Annie's sheltering embrace. Annie mothered me, adorned with lopsided band-aids on bruised knees and lukewarm microwave meals. She shared ghost stories, welcoming me into her bed when fear paralyzed me. She taught me to dance in the living room, barefoot on the carpet, the TV's music channel blaring. Annie always let me shower first, sacrificing her warmth for my comfort. She brushed my hair daily, a ritual even when I protested. Despite her dark hair contrasting with mine, her determination to be blonde like Mom was driven by an unspoken desire to bridge the gap between them. I longed for the days when her hands would tousle my hair, even if it meant enduring the pain. Annie left for New York when I turned 18, and the ache of her absence still haunts my dreams. Part 3. Chasing shadows of a troubled mother. Keeping pace with our mother was futile. Addiction guaranteed she would always outdistance us. When she drank lightly, she was radiant, creating magical moments like 3 a.m. pancake feasts dripping in cherry syrup. Yet when the heavy drinking started, she vanished for days, leaving us alone in a house filled with strangers and chaos. When she drank too little, the house bore the scars, cigarette burns on the wallpaper and the stench of decay lingering in the air. Part 4. The Night of Unsettling Whispers. It was October and I was 13, Annie 16. Mom had been absent for 2 days, and when she called, her voice slurred, offering belated birthday wishes. That Wednesday night, the tension between Annie and me reached a breaking point. Annie stumbled, revealing her own struggle with whiskey. In a desperate attempt to salvage some semblance of control, I emptied the bottles, triggering a series of events that would forever change our lives. As the night unfolded, we heard unsettling cries from the darkness outside, a haunting symphony that shattered the fragile peace we had left. Part 5. A Symphony of Fear. A soft, eerie wail echoed from the backyard, drawing us outside into the ominous night. Christmas lights adorned the porch flickered to life, casting an ethereal glow. Annie and I, seated in plastic beach chairs, contemplated the constellations, our usual whimsical game taking a sinister turn. Suddenly, a distant cry became more distinct, revealing its human origin. Annie and I exchanged puzzled glances, attempting to decipher the source of the haunting sound. As the cries grew nearer, an unsettling feeling settled over us. Annie hesitated before illuminating the porch with Christmas lights, revealing a figure lurking in the shadows, a figure with an otherworldly thinness that defied human proportions. Panic surged through us, prompting a frantic retreat indoors. Part 6. Descent into Unseen Terror. Inside, we barricaded ourselves in the bathroom, a feeble attempt at sanctuary. The intruder's cries took on a mocking tone, mingled with bursts of unnerving laughter. Footsteps ascended the stairs, deliberate and unhurried, as we clung to each other, paralyzed by fear. Annie, armed with a knife, assumed the role of protector. Tension mounted with every approaching step, the cries now resembling deranged laughter. Our haven was breached as the door to my bedroom slammed open, and the realization dawned. They were hunting us. Part 7. A Terrifying Revelation. Questions raced through my mind as Annie and I huddled in the bathroom. What was this malevolent force? Why did it mimic our mother's voice? The haunting crescendo outside our door mirrored the internal turmoil within. The door to Annie's room was flung open, followed by guttural howls and shattering glass. Desperation clung to us as we sought refuge in the bathroom, locked away from the horror that unfolded in our once familiar home.
Part 8: Unveiling the True Monsters. Resolute, we endured the nightmare, the terror reaching its zenith as the intruder pounded on the bathroom door, mimicking our mother's voice with chilling accuracy. But as the truth unraveled, the monsters revealed themselves, the ones born of addiction and despair, the demons that hid behind the facade of familial love. The arrival of law enforcement shattered the illusion, exposing the grotesque reality. Our mother, consumed by a week-long binge, had descended into madness. She, not some supernatural entity, was the source of our torment. In the aftermath, as feathers drifted like memories of our shattered lives, Annie and I clung to each other beneath the constellations of our own creation, haunted by the knowledge that some monsters wear familiar faces. Part 9: Reflections on the Unseen. The echoes of that night linger, a haunting symphony of fear that reverberates through the corridors of memory. Annie's sacrifice, the shattered illusions of our mother's love, and the realization that some monsters dwell within those closest to us, all etched indelibly in the fabric of our shared history. As we stand beneath the constellations we once crafted in innocence, the fragments of our broken home cast shadows that transcend time. In the aftermath, we rebuild, clinging to the resilience born from enduring the unseen terrors that lurk within the human soul.